This is my little garage, and today I'm gonna organize it once and for all. Every winter I do the same thing. I slowly throw stuff in here until eventually it's just a mess of items that should have been put away properly or thrown out. I'm gonna get everything out of here and give it a fresh coat of paint, but more importantly, I'm installing some storage solutions. From simple hooks to a custom material rack that I'm gonna design and fabricate, and even a ceiling mounted platform that I'm really excited about. Let's get to it. The car's free. The question is, will it start? In case you didn't know, this is my truck Blasphemous. It's a 1JZ powered 1949 Ford. It's crazy to think that 10 years ago, I built that in here. I also started my company in here. That's what all this paint is. This is from projects over the years. But yeah, everything I did started right here. So it's kind of cool that it's getting a little bit of attention after all these years. I got these wall-mounted pull-out shelves from the auto parts store I used to work at as a kid. They were throwing them out and asked if I wanted them. Harbor Freight ladder hooks, $1.99 each. Enough said. Yeah, man, we're gonna make this easy today. And right on cue, here's what I've been waiting for. This is the GL1 by Fleximounts. It's a 4-foot by 4-foot ceiling mounted storage rack for your garage, and what's really cool is that it lifts and lowers. This thing can support up to 300 pounds, and for a small garage like mine, it's a really good solution since up is the only available space I have in here. First impression tells me this thing is really well made. It's a pretty straightforward concept. You have a platform, some cables, an axle, and a gearbox. You rotate a handle, and it goes up or down. Everything you need for the installation is in the box, including a mounting template, which is pretty cool. The instructions do call for a 2-person installation, but I didn't have anybody available, so I just did it myself. So how do you use it? Well, it's really simple actually. The kit comes with this handle. You rotate it one way, it goes up. You rotate it the other, it comes down. What's cool is that this hook also operates a safety lockout, which is a nice feature. It can also be operated with a drill, and obviously that's the route I chose. After getting it all set up, the first thing I had to do was test it. That worked flawlessly. Alright, let's load it up. I have this World War II footlocker with some vintage items, and it's been taking up valuable space in my basement for quite some time. So I'm actually really happy that I have somewhere safe to put it. Then there's these spare white walls and these Model A wheels. And of course, some Bronco parts. And just like that, up she goes. Now, just to put into perspective how much space this saves me, you figure you have about 16 square foot of space on the platform, and this pile of stuff is just under 3 foot high, so that's roughly 48 cubic feet. That's a good amount of valuable space. There's a bunch of stuff you can put on this, but for your average car guy, well, this is actually a pretty cool solution. Speaking about solutions, I have this idea for steel storage. See, my main shop space is only 500 square feet, and I can't keep throwing steel on the floor or leaning it on the wall, and I definitely don't want to leave it outside. But I can make use of the wall in the garage, and that's what I'm going to do. I designed these two types of simple mounts in Fusion 360. One is a 16 gauge light duty mount for smaller pieces, and the other is a 3/16 thick mount for larger, heavier pieces. Each one will be a single piece, bent 90 degrees, and secured to the wall with lag screws. Let's make these things. If the odd shapes didn't make sense, they should now. I did it so that I don't have random piles stacked on the brackets. Instead, I have a simple way to somewhat sort the material and not have to remove everything just to get one piece. It's not a perfect system, but it helps. Also, if it's not obvious in the video, everything has a 5-degree slope back to the wall, so nothing rolls off the front. Well, that worked out perfect. I just might have to make some more and load up the wall with more materials.